75% of us suffer with glossophobia. Glossophobia is the fear of public speaking. It is because we are scared of what people think of us. Judgment from others has a lot to answer for, and we all do it, don't we? How many of you are looking at me right now or listening to this and judging? My voice, what I'm wearing, how I look, the size I am, the shoes I'm wearing, my hair colour, why I'm doing this in the first place. Glossophobia. The truth is, until you have stood in my shoes and felt what I feel, you cannot judge. I chose this dress today because it is comfortable on my tummy. A tummy that had a hysterectomy only 20 days ago. I am this size because they removed a fibroid over 6 pounds in weight, and I chose these shoes for comfort. And yes, that was less than 3 weeks ago. We all have our own life journey, and judgments are so cruel because we rarely find the facts before we choose to criticise. There is a famous quote from Emmeline Pankhurst: "Justice and judgment lie often a world apart." So today, please take this quote with you. Justice and judgment lie often a world apart. Today, ask yourselves, am I judging? I don't mean the type of judgments that help you decide what to wear, what's for dinner tonight, or who to date. I mean asking yourself, am I criticising or condemning? Because this is an addiction we unconsciously choose. Judging ourselves as a victim feels safer than facing our wounds. So many of us would rather gossip and criticise outwards than look in. We all do this, and it takes practice to become aware of our judgments without judging ourselves. Just be aware you're criticising and let it go. Please today, when you find yourself judging someone in the street, the way they are driving, a social media post or somebody's size, stop and listen to yourself. Become aware, because this alone will make the world a better place. Now please hold on to these thoughts as we take ourselves back over 100 years. To the days of Nelson Mandela, Emmeline Pankhurst, Emily Davidson, and so many more. Did they really care about judgments? No, they just got on and did what they had to do because they had a stronger purpose. They didn't lose courage to do what they set out to achieve. They just got on and did it. These amazing heroes will never know how much they have done, but their movement shall never be forgotten. Justice and judgment lie often a world apart. Thank you again for that quote, Emmeline Pankhurst. When Claire Gill invited me to be part of today, my first thoughts were, could I even say yes? Would my recovery allow it? It turns out writing this speech has given me something to do, so for that I'm truly grateful. But then where should I start and what should I say? That feeling of blood draining in and panic set in. I thought, I know. I'll ask the most powerful, single-minded female in my life. Yes, my 11-year-old daughter, Clara. She went into deep thought, then finally looked up at me and said, "Mummy, I know you should take a 1-minute silence to truly think about and appreciate what has been done for us in the past." Together, imagine, we are those people 100 years ago. We can't vote. We are struggling to find work. We can't open a bank account or get a loan. We can't go to the pub and use our money. The men own our children and our daughters do not have a fun-free future. All in all, we have no voice. We have no say. As we come out of this 1-minute silence and we have put our feet in the shoes of others, I'm going to leave you with these words. Opinion is the lowest form of human knowledge as it requires no accountability and no understanding. The highest form of knowledge is empathy, for it requires us to suspend our egos and live in another's world. It requires a profound purpose of larger understanding. When someone really hears us without passing judgment, without trying to take responsibility and without trying to mould us, it feels damn good. When you have been listened to and been heard, you are then able to reperceive your own world in a new and stronger way. Justice and judgment lie often a world apart. Once again, thank you, Emmeline Pankhurst, for those words. I myself have been on such a journey. I am far from perfect, but every day I am learning not to judge. This is why I am lucky enough not to suffer with glossophobia.